Hey there, everybody. Hey, that sounded weird. Did that sound weird? It didn't sound like me. Did that sound like me? How are you like? It sounded. I don't know what that is. I'm really bad with accents and impressions and things of that nature. So I don't know who I was channeling there, but anyways, I still say, hey there, everybody. How's it going? michaelalfox, aka Foxman. That means this is another episode of Foxman Plays. And, well, this is City Skylines. I hope you're familiar with the game. For any, people that have just kind of stumbled across myself, how you doing? What's up? And for old friends, well, it's good to see you again. I love you all very much. New and old, it's great to have friends. Great to make friends. It's all good. See, this harbor is making friends with that boat. Oh, God, he killed the boat. The boat's gone. Well, it's okay. He's got a new friend. Look at this. Look at this. Don't kill your new friend. Be gentle. I know you want to pet him. But he's a little hamster. He's fragile. You can't. Ah, you killed him. Hamster number 2. Alright, we're in the cinematic mode. I always forget about it. Slowly making the city more beautiful. Bit by bit. But I got some big things. This is more of a planning / discussion video. I don't intend to build too much. Again, I've kind of I did a little bit of off-cam building, and that's not to be like, oh, you guys don't get to see, but it makes me a lot less frustrated, and I can focus a little more on commentary and explaining the logic behind what I've done. And I can explain it and be like, hey, by the way, this shit works. Or I might be like, well, it doesn't work, but it's doing a better job than what we had before. Anyways, let me take some of my water first. Go get some water. If you don't have water, please pause the video. Come back. I want you back here. I missed you already, but water's good. You gotta stay hydrated. Even if you think you're hydrated, you might not be. A surprising amount of people are dehydrated, and we don't, like a mild dehydration, we don't even realize it. It might not be severe, but hey, being hydrated heals a lot of stuff. Anyways, one of the things that I did change, I was tinkering around with off screen again. I kind of do apologize, but this took a little while to do, as simple as it may look. This is my new harbor front on the, I guess we'll probably call this the south end of the city. South Bay. I don't know. I don't really have a name for this bay, but Mouth Bay. No, this is gonna be the South Harbor. For now, I'm happy with it for now. This is one of the things, like, if we need to change it, great. If I don't need to, great. There are a couple things. I'm gonna be changing the roads kind of up here at some point. And definitely working on these roads and stuff. But I did fix a few things. So let me just explain what we're looking at here. The harbor itself stays right there, and for most part, these two little underground tunnels stay the same, except they both connect. And I'll show you that in a moment. They both connect kind of along this way, so people can come in. This is a two-way road, so they come in down here, they zoom in, come in, and then they leave, come out, and then boop, go the same way out. Now, as they're coming out, they got a couple choices. One, they can be like these pink vans and they can keep on going their merry way. Maybe they're delivering some donuts to the city, so they can just, you know, connect on this lonely road. Lonely road, I know. So that's Green Day. Told you I wasn't good at impressions and stuff, and that includes songs, but you already knew that. Anyways, they can, oh, actually these two vans, yeah, they're probably going to deliver some donuts. But if it's some more heavy duty stuff, they're like, hey, no man, I ain't taking that all the way to Utah. Let's put it on the train. The train is cheap. So what they can do is they can take a right here, and this is a little underground tunnel. Again, you'll see all the underground stuff. I just want to explain it so you're not looking at too many lines. Comes down and then actually turns left, comes up here, And then in the same fashion as the tunnel down here, it actually merges right in here. And then they can, where it's 2 lanes. This right here is 1 way. Just so they don't, you know, I don't want people making this intersection too busy, like doing left turns. That really slows things down a fair bit. So they turn right, and then they come in here, and then it connects here. Where this back half is 2 way. The lower half down there is 1 way. Then they come up here, and then they can turn left. Sorry, they can't turn left here. They go straight, and then they have to loop, and then come in here, and then they exit, and they can either come down back here again, and then turn left and take shit to the harbor, or go and pick some more stuff up, or they can just keep going straight this way. And for now, I've just done it like this. I know that's really funky. I actually probably should have the connection here. I don't quite know why I did that. I was just playing around with keeping this one road parallel with this. I kind of almost want it as a placeholder, if you will, to kind of go along the railroad. And that's another thing you'll see here is I re-tweaked it because, well, we moved this, so I had to move some of the railway line. Also, a really cool thing I like, and this was intentional, I built this cargo freight depot station, whatever the heck we're calling it, just on the edge here. I had to do a little bit of terraforming. This little platform here, this flattened area, that I did all myself. I'm a big boy now. And as well, I had to cut into a bit of the rock face so I could do this. But I made it so the rail kind of extends over here. I just thought, you know, it's a dead end. The design of this rail, I really like it, and I actually wanted to show that. So I brought it to the edge, and the rail extends a little bit. I thought that looked pretty cool. I don't know. It's the little things, man. Anyways, the rail comes up here. That's a bit of a sharp turn, but I kind of like it. It's not that sharp. And, of course, connects to the outside world that way. That's where the rail originally comes from. So you can go that way, or you can go forward. And I moved the rail. This rail used to kind of curve around here and then come up straight through here. Didn't like that. I decided, hey, I'm not doing too much else with this booby mountain. You can see the 2 boobs. Actually, little grassy nipples. So I put the section of rail through there, just to kind of tidy things up again. I'm not exactly sure what I'm gonna do with this space. I will be, you know, I could maybe make more of this underground so it connects there. I don't even know what I'm gonna do with here. I kind of like how this is laid out. It's a little narrow, and it's got some recycling, and the incinerator facility is on fire. It might burn down. Let's see. This is a good test. See how quickly... Oh shit, you know what? I was designing this stuff. You know what I didn't do? Oh no, it's connected there still. Okay, good. I don't think this guy's gonna survive. It's a good test. There these guys are. You know, maybe better late than never, but okay, there's the first responders. We've already got 2 guys there. Not already. It's actually fully ablaze. You can't go into use a garbage truck. What in there? No! No! I imagine this guy's been on fire before and they put him out and I just never noticed. But this could also be the first time. If it is, that sucks. I just really want to watch this. I want to make sure they're okay. That is one of the biggest things. You're right there. I was gonna say it could happen. People don't move to the side of the road or move out of the way for emergency vehicles. And I feel like in a state of emergency, the vehicles, should just, you know, kind of drive onto the sidewalk or something. I know it may not be pretty or whatever, but it really sucks. Like, these guys are lucky that they can just barely reach there. Yay, they saved the day. But normally they would just be, look at this guy, like him back there, not able to do diddly squat. That really bothers me, and I'm not sure if there are any mods that currently fix that. There are mods that deal with traffic and all that stuff, traffic AI, but I'm not sure if that's behavior that they've captured just yet. I know I've got Traffic Manager and Traffic Plus Plus, so I can say like, oh, only these types of vehicles can use this road, and some of them might be emergency vehicles and stuff like that, but I don't want to have to build a whole second set of roads just for emergency vehicles, you know? Couple other things I've changed. I don't know if I showed you guys or not. I feel like maybe I did, but I moved these waste stations over here. Got a water pumps. I got rid of most of those water pumps I previously had because they actually just weren't sucking up any water. So that like is eating into our operating budget. This, you know, the more I look at, I knew I didn't like it when I was building it. I was just kind of trying to meet the office demand, but I really don't like it. So I will be tearing this down soon. Also, the thing I made a big boo-boo is I got so many connecting roads onto this main artery. Not artery, but it's a main road in the city. These blocks should actually be running parallel with this, not perpendicular, because the more intersections you have, potentially the more traffic you're gonna have. Right now, it's not too bad because this isn't that super populated, and there's nothing on the other side, so these intersections aren't as bad. But as soon as we start connecting other things, plus it's just ugly. The other thing I did, and you can ignore all of this. This is, for the most part, it was just placed there. I was testing a couple things out. I did mean to remove it for this episode. This road here. So I put the bus lane in here, right? You guys remember I did that. I just kind of willy-nilly'd it, and I thought, oh, it'll be fine. But as soon as I extended it across to this side of the city, the angle just looks so weird. Not being parallel with this angle here. I couldn't do it. I tried to do something a little different and not have it like too perfect, but it bothered me. So I made it parallel with this, but now the more I look at it, it's just such a slight angle that it makes it look So what I'm gonna be doing, since I'm gonna be pretty much demolishing most of this anyways, I'm gonna take the time to make this road perfectly straight. So it is gonna cut through probably some of this stuff or connect with it, which is fine. You know, I'll cross that bridge when I get to it, or I'll build that road when I get to it. I'm also probably gonna do I don't know, I might do a bit of terraforming here, but as we fill it in, it won't be as noticeable. But it is kind of like a little sunken, little shallow plate. And yeah, I just want to design something better fitted in this nice little area. I think it's nice, and I think I'm still down for the whole office park area here or something. But I'm in actually a bit of a reevaluation. Since I'm going to be destroying it, maybe I'll be like, oh, actually, I wanted the office park to be somewhere else. It's, you know, I'm just talking theoreticals right now. I have something to present to you. On my lunch hour today at work, I was like, oh, alright, I'm gonna go eat some food. Gonna go catch up on the news, go to a place that's got, you know, one of those TVs. Let's get in Toronto we have CP24. It's like this news station, but not like news anchors. It's just like, you know, videos of certain things and like a scrolling news bar and other like a bigger news section. It's quite nice to catch up on news while I eat, and I don't have to, you know, hear news anchors talking, right? No audio necessary. Anyways, I wrote a list of things I want to do this city. Like, I realized everything I've done right now, you know, maybe some of the geometry is a little nice or whatever, but it's mostly kind of plain, if you will. And by plain, I mean we've got residential, we've got commercial, we've got industrial, like manufacturing and office, and that's basically covering it. I definitely need to be putting in more monuments, landmarks, and things of that nature that kind of are unique. You know, this guy I've been saying for such a long time, I'm gonna move him only because it's like, I want him to be 90 degrees so he doesn't block half the skyline. And I might even move him, I don't know where I'll move him, but, you know, him and this, I think this is a transportation building. There's some of the only unique buildings I have. I think I got the mayor's house, yeah, right down there. I want more unique buildings, but what I really want to start getting into is districts and custom mods, or custom assets, if you will. Oh yeah, she's got great assets. So let's get a nice view. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna show you quickly before I start talking about these other things. I did a little tweaking, and I'm gonna continue to do some tweaking. I added another harbor thingy here to help maybe meet some of the supply demands. I don't think it's actually ever being used. Like, there's only ever a boat going to this guy. And if there's another one just coming up, instead of going here, he always goes this. I don't know if it's like the proximity or something. Actually, maybe I should check something. It's on. Okay, I just wanted to make sure of that. I might turn it off because that's like 2,000 a week almost. Because this is industry, you know, this harbor, it's fine. I might expand it to have a few more at some point. I do like the idea of having one in the south and one in the north. Because, you know, there's a different connection up here, different connection down there. I think there's a connection over here as well. A few connections possible. Anyways, I do kind of want to expand this. I might even make like a nice little man-made island somehow, and then have a few kind of bridges bringing over the traffic. For now, this is good, but I just want you to know I added that guy, and I do think I will be tweaking it in the future. You know, this seems kind of flimsy, you know, like that's not very realistic, right? Like that, you know, it works. Actually, it works quite well. Another thing I did add was this road around here, just so a lot of these people that are going to the freight here can bypass having to go underground and all around it and whatnot. They can just simply get off here, and it was fine because they're going from 6 lanes here. We got 3 separate lanes connected. It works. Although, one thing I did notice is, you see here, some of these guys just go right through. Again, that's fine with me, but I'm kind of just wondering, like, where are you going? Where are you going? Because I don't think it's any shorter for them to go here, and then, you know, it just connects up there, and then they come here, and they're either forced to come down this way, where they came from, or down here. So I guess maybe it is a bit of a shortcut actually to get back to the harbor. I don't know. Anyways, I just put it there because it's like I can. I've got a little bit of space in here. And it's kind of nice. It's like layering, you know. I should change the radius of this and this so they're a little bit closer, but anyways, that's mostly what I did there. Actually, I think if we go, I never did show you the underground at the other area. I'll do that quickly as well. I added this road here. I changed this to a 6-lane ramp instead of a 2-lane. It's actually helping a tiny bit. Like, there is still a bit of congestion here. Oh. Wow. Okay, and a bit here. I'm gonna tweak it. The thing is, everybody wants to use the left lane. I gotta make it so some of these guys are okay using the middle lanes. You know, and that's where the traffic AI comes in. And there's this another one called like Improved AI, which is the same fellow that did Traffic++. Problem is you can't use Improved AI and Traffic++ together currently. They just, you know, don't work together. So he said that he's gonna incorporate the Improved AI into Traffic++ at some point. But right now it's like you can only use one or the other, which kind of sucks. Traffic++, you know, helps us do the lane stuff and the speed limits, which is really good, and I should be using that. I can kind of probably improve a lot of the traffic flow just by saying like, oh, you know, you can't connect to this lane from this one, right? Like, you have to use, you know, from these middle two, you know, go to these two kind of thing, and then let them merge from there. But instead, a lot of people are just like, hey, I gotta get in this, like, last lane from the get-go, right? They don't want to merge once they get here. So it causes that backup that you saw underground there. And as the improved AI is basically automatically gets the AI to use, like, all the lanes. So, if there's a bit of a backup in one lane, they'll actually move to the next lanes over just so they can get closer. And then they'll go and then they'll merge and stuff. It's not perfect, but it's, I played around with it a bit. It didn't necessarily seem to help this situation down here because I hadn't designed with that in mind, but I think it'd be pretty cool. Anyways, we got a bit of an issue. I almost feel like I could do the bus lane. You know, I might make it so like only buses can use this inside that lane, which actually they pretty much only do anyways. So I don't really need that'd be a bit overkill. See, this guy's alright. Fuck boy. He's just gonna go inside that bus. Pardon my French. He's gone. Alright, well. Anyways, I mean, it's still going, and I did have a bit of an issue previously with, and I think I may perhaps still have it because I'm always getting a few abandons here. But I had more of an issue, at least, with buildings. Like, they're saying, oh, we need more supplies. They're not getting supplies. And a lot of that has to do with proximity to cargo. But I've got the system to take it from the train and from here somewhat quickly. So it seems it's actually worked in general. Like, I don't think I see a single... this guy wants workers, but that's fine. We've actually provided a lot of these guys with the workers that they wanted. Yeah, and I've had a decent amount of upgrades, actually. Even back here where there's like... Oh, this guy's close. So if I threw in a park or something somewhere in here, a lot of these guys would upgrade. I think these guys are already upgrading. Or did I just demolish some buildings there? Doesn't matter. We'll check in a second. I'm curious now. Curiosity killed the fox. Let's see. You look slightly upgraded, I think. No. No? Okay. I must have, I don't know. Anyways. Let's quickly show you the underground over here, just in case you are curious. It's nothing super phenomenal, but, some people may be interested. You know, it is a bit red here, but there's no actual congestion, so really, I don't see that as an issue. Red just means that there's high traffic. If anything, that's a really good sign, because there's like high traffic, but it's moving very quickly. So it means the design is working quite well. It's working as intended. I used to be afraid of the red. Now I embrace the red. Here there's a tiny bit of a backup, but that's just because, like, you know, only one can go in at a time. So this may be the situation where I might actually might want to put another one. You never know. Not that that's necessarily going to solve the issue. It might be like on the other end where just the other one isn't used. Or at least not for a while until demand is increased. But, yeah, you can see the flow. So they go down here, you know, once they get to this part, like this is one way, and that's one way, and then that's one way. Just so that they don't turn down left here, because when it comes to the harbors, you gotta make sure that they come in from the one end. I guess from here, they gotta come in from the right side, and then leave on the left. Because otherwise, if it's the other way around, you're gonna have people making, you know, crazy turn. It's just, it doesn't work. So then again, they come back up here. They can go straight if they want, or if they want to come up here, they turn right. And then they go through, go around, drop their shit off. Again, similar to the harbor, We want them coming in from this side and then leaving on that side. And they've got the choice to come back down here because a lot of these guys do the loop. They do the loop-de-loop. And he's going to turn left. See, he's going to go back, pick some more stuff up from the harbor, probably take it back to the train, and then it's getting shipped off to Lord knows where. It could be going way over here. Not that it's needed because they got their own harbor. Or, actually, let's check the train. It could be stopping here. And then these guys are going to pick it up and drive it to the city right there. Let's just have a look. Because Oh. I would like to follow you. I'm inside your train. This is kind of glitchy, but I'm gonna keep it. I don't do this enough. Owner, cargo train terminal. Transporting cargo to cargo train terminal. I could click that and it would take me to whatever terminal. But I think we know which one it's going to. Which is kind of cool that it's actually transporting to the other end. Whoa, I've never... it's tripping me out. It's like we're in 2001: A Space Odyssey near the end. It's just like all lights and stuff, except with just trees and underground stuff. I kind of wish this was actually like a tunnel and lit up, but that might be a bit too demanding. I don't know. Okay, back to somewhat normal. Oh, baby. So let's exit this dude. That's kind of cool, eh? And he went to the first one here. He's gonna back out. So this one is meant to receive, you know, goods from the other end of the city. This one is more meant to receive goods from here. You know, via truck, and then it can ship them out to the rest of the city. Which is pretty neat. I like it. They work in tandem. Anyways, let's get a nice view of something. I don't know, man. I don't know. It's industry, but it's kind of nice. I want to see the trains come and go. Yeah, that's nice. I'm just gonna do a bit of reading. A little bit of reading. I'm just gonna read the list of things, of districts, or things in general that I want to incorporate into the city. And, you know, bounce them off you guys. What do you think? Of course, the comments are open. Let me know your thoughts, suggestions, feedback. You could be like, Mike, that's a really dumb idea. Or like, Mike, that's a great idea. I can't wait for you to do that. I really encourage you to do that, do that, do that, do that. And you might be like, you should do this first and then do that, you know. Priorities are important. Anyways, this is an unorganized list, so I'm not saying the first or the last thing is more important. Of course, we need to have an airport. Kind of like a nice airport area with its own little kind of mini transit hub. It doesn't have to be hugely expansive, but I would like the commuter train to go there. Probably the subway system should have a stop there, and a bus terminal, or buses that will actually, I think, go from the transit terminal to the airport. I don't want the train station and the subway to be right next to the airport necessarily. Maybe I do. Again, we'll figure that out. But, you know, there'll be buses involved somehow. And I might even have a bus that goes from outside the airport to the city, just to give people options. But having kind of an airport shuttle bus would be pretty nifty to me. So I'm gonna need to look around the map. Actually, maybe I should. I'm gonna put this. Where can I put this? I can stand this book. Okay, it's to the left of me. But first, I'm gonna take a sip of my water. Delicioso. Ice cold. What's colder than cold? Ice cold. All right, let's exit out of this. So actually, yeah, this is great. Let me know where you guys generally think an airport would be good. I'm not opposed to removing and changing up stuff in here if we need to. But to me, it's like an airport is something you don't want right in the city because, you know, planes, man, they disturb people. You got to think about real life. You kind of want it in a bit of an outside area if you can. So I don't know. Actually, like this area over here, it's nice and flat, you know, on the beach. Who knows? We could have an airport over there. Maybe somewhere down in this area. I mean, there's a lot of land here. Actually, you know what? You know what we need to do before? I did something, and I hope you guys don't get mad at me. And I'm sorry to keep delaying this list of mine. I decided to do the unlock all unlockables, whatever. Point being is like I can very easily, like, not very easily. I mean, it takes time. I can unlock them. That's honestly not really an issue for me. I mean, we're generating a decent amount of money right now with what I consider to be a very inefficient city. So by making it more efficient and increasing population and businesses and all that stuff, I don't see it to be much of a problem. It just takes time. And I really want this to be like an amazing city. So in an effort to save a bit of time and frustration, because I'll be like, oh, I really got to get like 36,000 people, like, and then I'll plunk in a little shitty neighborhood. I mean, you guys previously saw that happen when I wanted to get 26,000. I'm just going to bypass that. We're going to design stuff right from the get-go. And, you know, eventually I might do an alternate city on there, because there's another map. I can't remember the name of it. A custom one. Really super crazy terrain and all that stuff. I might want to do one there. So maybe that one I'll do, you know, completely legit and stuff. I think that might be cool. Anyways, I did the unlock all stuff. So now I can buy, I should be able to buy all 25 chunks of land. So that's what I'm gonna do. First things, just in case I can't, I'm gonna buy this one first so we can have the dam on the other side. Maybe that's one thing I construct in this video. But I do want this to be a bit of a shorter video. 20,000. Let's purchase it, because I have almost 1.5 million that's slowly been going up. All right. So we can do 5 by 5 wide. So that means basically we will get this entire island here, which is awesome. We'll get most. You can see the border here. Let's actually buy this guy next, so we can see most of our border. So pretty much gonna get all of this. I mean, the very edge there we don't get, which kind of almost sucks, because if I wanted to do some terrain modifications and stuff, I can to an extent, but not right to the edge. It's all good. This is as far north as we can get. Also, are these costing me more? Yeah, they are, but it's worth it. Purchase you. 29. Oh, maybe not. Oh, no, they're not going up. It's like the further out you get, they cost more. But it generally seems like there's a cap. I guess. I don't know. They're 31, 29. It's kind of odd. Anyways. This is gonna be nice. We get this whole island as well. Righteous. And actually the whole island, to not, you know, there's a bit of water. This one, it looks like just barely. We don't get the tip there. I wanted just the tip. They don't give me the tip. Actually, I wanted the whole thing. But that's kind of cool. So now it's very easy for us to say like, oh, let's put it there. Let's put it there. Let's put it there. What I'm going to be doing is kind of, for some things I think I should be doing, I'm going to be putting placeholder districts. Just a label, you know, oh, this is the airport area, this is the doohickey area, this is whatever. So we'll be able to put our dam on the other side, which is awesome. That's, like, it's going to take up very little space, and it's going to meet all of our energy needs for, like, a long time. It's kind of cool to have access to the backside of this volcano. Nice little pocket here for something. I don't know. Like, that could almost be industry, you know? Kind of really hidden away. Like, this one I was like, oh, it's kind of hidden away. This would be really hidden away. It's fairly narrow, so it'd be tricky to plan in there. I'd probably have to do some topography. I don't know what else I could put in there. Maybe a little cottage country or something like that. You know? shielded from the highway because it's sunken down. They still got kind of waterfront. They can't go swim in there. That's the problem. Maybe I'll make like a little lake somehow. Can make a lake. Again, a lot of nice little pockets and stuff for things. So, I think for the most part I'm going to read through my little list and then I might put a few placeholder districts in. I really wish we could... I like this lake. I'm going to move these somewhere else. Somewhere else. Maybe. I don't even know, man. Like, maybe right to the edge here. We'll see. Or maybe that's the best place. Shitting in the water. Or up there. That might not be bad. Okay. Anyways. Let's get a nice view of our whole map so that we can all be like, hey, you should put it here, man. You should put it here. There we go. And you can see the border, so we know. Alright, now I can read. Well, the airport, we've already discussed that idea. There's several probably decent areas for an airport. Of course, we need to connect it with our main transit lines and stuff like that. So I don't want it to be too far. Like, I'm not going to put, actually, you know, practically, it wouldn't make sense to have the airport, like, up here, I don't think, or even up here. I do feel like the bottom half, and these islands are probably too precious for just an airport. So, you know, this area down here might actually be quite suitable for an airport. We'll think about that. Harbor District, obviously they're already kind of established, and I did mention before in this video that I would probably like to, you know, expand them, make them look more legit and stuff like that. I do like their general locations right now, but yeah, more legit. More legit. What does that mean? Who knows? Same thing with freight districts, but it's kind of hard to have one freight district per se. You know, we've got them industry, you know, by the cargo harbors and stuff like that. But I do want to have, I guess, yeah, maybe more of a centralized one. I downloaded some like assets. It's like the cargo yards and stuff like that. So we could have a nice big train freight cargo thingy with a lot of these cargo yards, and you know, just make it look more industrial and plan that way. Some of it might be superficial, but I still think it'd be pretty cool to handle it that way. Farmland. You know, it could be peppered throughout, but I think it might be interesting to have one larger chunk of land where it's mostly farm country. That's a lot of times what you see in the real world anyway. So, you know, we've got our industry up here. We've got a lot of smooth-ish open land here. This could be a good candidate for our farm country. Again, it's right next to the industry, and farm itself is an industry of sorts. In this game, they treat it as a more specific industry. It's not too far from the rest of civilization. Like, I was thinking of having some homes somewhere in this area anyways, so people could come more quickly to the industry. You know, they could live next to it if they want. Not that I would want to, but they could. So maybe we'll do the same thing for farm. Have farms and homes and kind of more of a country vibe around here. Maybe. I think I'm going to zone that in because I can't see too many other areas where it would fit to have farm country. A resort / golf course / casino. That's where I'm really starting to think one of these islands. Let me center this a little more. I apologize. It's finicky. It's finicky. Okay, that's good. That's good. Yeah. I want something kind of secluded for the golf course and resort. You know, you think resort, you think spas and like those massage huts overlooking the water, just nice, relaxing, and all that kind of stuff. So I almost was thinking this is already kind of started for me. It's got a nice area. Oh yeah, actually I didn't see that, but this is a nice area for a beach. So you would still be able to see the city from here. We can always build a beach on the other side, we got the terraforming tool. Ooh, there's the, that's a little too shady. But you know, we can make a different beach if we decide we don't want the resort to look back at the city. You kind of want it to be away from the city, right? You want to feel like you're in nature. This might be even better. One of these islands could be kind of resort. This one island we could turn into just a golf course, and they could connect. We'll have a nice little simple bridge or something connecting them. But yeah, I was thinking that, you know, have a resort, casino somewhere, a nice little mini casual boardwalk. Like, I do want to have a nice, like, Miami kind of nice, really good boardwalk in the main city. But again, more of like a, maybe like a marina boardwalky type thing, you know? With a couple cute little shops and stuff like that. Just a place for people to get away. So I was thinking the islands would be good for that. This island, I don't know just yet what I want to do there, per se. I feel like it could be a nice research / science island somehow. The university was here, and a while back I kind of thought, oh, you know, something over there. Oh, who knows? Let's go through the rest of the list. Maybe I'll come across an idea that I want to put on that island. What did we have next? Little countries. When I wrote down little country, I don't want to have like a little Vatican City, the world's smallest country. I don't want that. Let me take a sip of my water. What I meant was, like, you go to larger cities, like New York or Toronto, where I live, and you've got Little Italy, Little Portugal, Little Brazil, kind of Chinatown, things of that nature. That's what I meant by little countries. That's not something, as far as I know, is kind of currently doable in this game. And what I think it's really going to come down to is me just making little districts and then calling them like, oh, this is Little Italy. Functionally, it's not going to be any different. It won't even probably look any different unless I get a series of custom assets that are made to look like, you know, certain buildings and certain architecture that you would find in some of these areas. That'd be really cool. I'm hoping long term they have that stuff if it doesn't already exist, or it you know, expands. But, you know, that's something I kind of wanted to address. I don't want it just to be a city and like, oh, this is like downtown district, this is that. I want to have all those like little areas. I think that's cute. I think it's fun. I want to do it. I'm gonna do it. So again, if you guys know of specific assets, you'd be like, hey, dude, there's like this specific, you know, cafe or this or that or something, like some kind of cute Italian custom cafe mod or asset. Shit, let me know. I'll download it. We can put it in. It'll be part of Little Italy. All right, moving on. Military base. I thought of this idea. I thought it was great. I was really hopeful that there might be some military related mods, assets, and there are a few. I downloaded a few of them. I haven't played with them yet, but there's like a small kind of military base, more like temporary, like tents and things like that, like you're actually in a war, and a few other assets. There are some kind of fighter jet things and whatnot. So I'm going to be playing around with those, but I definitely want to have an area that is designed to be more of a secret military base. It doesn't have to be super secret, but kind of tucked away. Like, we've got this cool ass mountain, man. Like, oh shit. I like the whole idea of having cabin country somewhere, but I think this is perfect for a secret military base. The only thing is, if you're driving along this highway, it's like, alright, well, that's not a freaking secret. We can always change this highway, though. You know? Put some more... I don't know. Well, think about it, but this could be a nice candidate for a little secret military. It doesn't even, you know, let's not call it a secret. This is like private, you know, secluded. We could do something over here, even. It's not super hidden, but it's so far away, like, what are they gonna see? Or, who knows? Well, we can do some custom stuff again. Terraforming, man. Do you speak it? You know, even back in here somewhere. Who knows? So this one, I guess I'm a little stumped on. I don't want to use one of these islands for that. They're too good for the military. Maybe back here. Oh, a little pocket. Build up this mountain a little bit so there's kind of a ring around it. Then you got the airport over here. Ow. But then you're flying in the airport. You're flying over like, oh, I found Area 51. Gonna have to think on that one. I don't want to just plop it anywhere. Just be like, oh, look, it's a military, right? I kind of want it to be, you know, secure and out of the way. So that area is potential. Oopsies, weird zoom stuff. Or this area somewhere around here. Possibly. I think those are probably the two better options. Yeah. Okay, next item on the list. I'm sorry if this is boring you, but I gotta get this stuff out there. Amusement park / Coney Island. So I kind of at first thought about including that resort in the resort, but like amusement parks are not quiet, man. That's not peaceful. That is total mayhem. So, and I took inspiration. I was thinking like Coney Island, like it might be cool to do it in that way. So maybe, who knows? I could use this island for that. I could build my own island. I could expand, or I could build, you know, terraforming again. That's an option. Or who knows, maybe we'll put it down in here. You don't want it right in the city. Or yeah, I'm gonna have to think about that, but there's a few custom assets I saw elsewhere. Roller coasters and kind of like a little amusement ride, things of that nature that we could assemble together. Make a little amusement park, and we'll have a few parking lots and stuff like that. It'd be fun. It'd be fun. Regional transit, I mean, that just kind of goes without saying, I guess. That's one of those big I mean, I kind of envision there to be a nice big, you know, in Toronto we got Union Station, right, which are all trains and commuter trains and long distance intercity trains and buses and subway, you know, they all connect there. So I was kind of definitely thinking of having that somewhere in the downtown area. I might tweak what we currently have here, is just the buses and the subways. Definitely need a commuter train in there and other things. So I might kind of section it off a bit, you know, give it some special treatment. And then of course it's going to connect or continue to connect to all these different areas and stuff like that. Not necessarily like the resort, maybe you have to drive there. I don't know. Rich people. You know, you don't want to take the subway to your resort. That's not very sexy. Again, talking about districts, I want to have kind of more of like a food district and an art district and entertainment district. I'm not sure if I'll be able to functionally capture that with some of the buildings, but I definitely like to kind of have some areas where it's like, oh, this is kind of an artsy district, or this is a main food district, like Kensington Market or something like that. I think that'd be pretty cool. But, yeah, we might not have some of the assets to do that. We'll see. We'll see. Next. Recycling garbage depot, kind of more of a centralized one. In this game, it doesn't quite work. You need the garbage and recycling to be somewhat close. That's why I have some over here, and some over here, and there, and up here. I'll play around with it, but I thought it might be cool to have that. And like, actually, like a dump. I bet they have a dump asset. Not that I want one, but maybe. Space complex. And by that I meant like a rocket launching, like NASA. Even if it's not functional, I did see like a space shuttle launching thing. So that'd be cool. That might be something for like this island. Eh? Yeah! That islander, again, might make our own island, but I think it's gotta be on an island. That's a decent candidate. City parks, more of a focus on, you know, I'm plunking these parks down, I mean like city parks, like design, like trees with custom pathways and things like that, like grander. I just been placing these guys, you know, they're kind of just to make people happy and to upgrade, but like more attention to that. You know, like I kind of like, you know, the way I've done trees and things here and some of the other areas. Well, not all the areas, mostly just but you get what I'm saying. Like I kind of want to design parks and stuff even if they don't have the same value as these like pre-made ones, and then kind of zone them like that, you know, Central Park or like High Park, or you know, of course we need a, what the heck does that say? Oh, as well, kind of in line with the parks, in arboretum slash botanical gardens. So kind of more of a focused, like, arboretum is basically a tree garden, okay? Botanical gardens is like flowers and stuff. But again, having kind of more designated touristy areas for those. I don't know if assets for those exist, but I'm praying. Sports complex slash stadiums. Gotta put that somewhere. Let's zoom out again. I don't know. Of course you want stadiums and things to be near downtown or fairly accessible from it, so we'll have to find a decent spot for that. Financial district, that's like, you know, well, downtown, that. Trailer park, not necessarily want it, but freaking funny to have that, perhaps. And, you know, trailer park boys, my boys. I'm sure there's assets for that. I'm pretty sure I saw somewhere. Pub district, kind of like the food district, but, you know, I'll focus on a few pubs, a little alleyway of pubs, bars. University campus, obviously we started it, but I actually want to make a campus with library buildings, maybe throw in a museum or two, get that going on. And that's pretty much it. Beach boardwalk, observatory, you know, all the custom things. Definitely want to have boardwalks. Wow. I hope you you heard all that. I'm actually not even gonna do the I don't know. Maybe where's the district? Let's do a few things. Actually, I could maybe do the airport over here. Or do I want it over here? I don't know. Let's say, okay, for now, the military base. I like this area too much. This is gonna be military base. This is very rough. Obviously, we're gonna fix this up at a certain point in time when, you know, we actually build it. What is this? This looks kind of like a worm or a sperm. Oopsies. Damn it! Oh, I gotta undo the whole thing, man. Not cool. I probably just don't remember how to do this properly. I just wanted to type on it. Okay. Aspen Heights. Military zone. I apologize for any clicking and all that stuff. Oh, fuck. I hit X. There we go. There you go. So there's that. Again, I need to get my book back open. I don't know why I closed it. There we go. Steady as she goes. Farmland, I'm pretty sure I'm gonna be putting, you know, in there. Nice kind of sprawling country back roads and stuff like that, and you know, we'll have some low density housing and stuff, and that, you know, can connect to this. I should actually look at where is it? Natural resources. I forgot about the fertile land. Shit. Okay. Well, you know, hey, you know, it's still kind of close. We'll use this area here. Farm. We can still put a little bit out here, perhaps, and just maybe it's not gonna be as good. I don't know. How do I make land fertile? I feel like, come on. This is ore. I forget what I was gonna think about putting up here. But, is my game frozen up on me? No, okay. It's just my scroll wheel. What are you doing? I think my mouse is dead. Are you kidding me? My mouse just died. That's why my mouse has been so shitty lately. I thought my computer was just like dying or like going, like getting laggy. It's just the freaking mouse. All right, well, let's see. Maybe it'll, shit. There's not much I can do about this right now. Let's I could get some new batteries. I should get some new batteries. Hold on. I'm gonna get some new batteries. I'm gonna try to remember to edit this out, but if I don't, I apologize. Getting batteries. Oh, here they are. I'm back. Okay, I really do sincerely apologize. Turn it off. I don't want to somehow electrocute myself. These are the cheap batteries I got at Shoppers Drug Mart. That's what I get. Normally they last for ages, but not today. Not today. And oh, put the lid back on, Michael. I'm not even really talking into the microphone. Oh yeah. Huh. I thought my computer was just getting really laggy for the past few weeks, and I kind of got scared. It's just the mouse battery dying. Okay, so there's some but no, these islands are too good, man. But I might do some mining industry here, and then I'll have a nice little railroad, and it could connect with that. That's not so bad. I could do forestry as well. Yeah, wow, there's like a lot there. There's some up here though too. Like that's good. We don't need any major industry. I don't even necessarily need to do it. The only reason I'm doing the farming is because I want it aesthetically more than anything. But let's where's this guy? Oh, you can see it's like a lighter shade of green actually. That's kind of cool. Let's go. I don't necessarily want to use this little island. Kind of go something like that. Even though this is not fertile land, still might, well, we'll do the sprawling backcountry there. Okay. Fill you in, baby. Again, it's not gonna be a ton of farm. I'm just getting that area in general. I don't have much else that needs to go there. Dean Park. Who the heck is Dean? Farmland? Good. Let's do the resort one. Let's do golf course resort. I really like that idea. Just make this whole thing. It doesn't have to be pretty. It just really has to be like a small little splotch, but something's worth engineering is worth over engineering. Golf. Enter. And then we're gonna do a nice resort, little mini shop. It's gonna have it's gonna be a tiny mini city of sorts almost. You know, sprawling but nice, beautifully designed palm trees and yada yada yada. And then a connection to the golf. Okay. There you go. Resort. The like food district art, you know, I'm not gonna bother with that stuff now because our city is a tiny little pissant. It's eventually gonna be much better, much larger, I'm sure, but not super large. Honestly, like a lot of this land, like we could have maybe little tiny mini cities, but I really don't want too big of a city. Rather quality than quantity. Gotta think about amusement park Coney Island. That's one I think we're gonna have to make. Not necessarily. It doesn't. I mean, it could be inspired by Coney Island. There could be like another little boardwalk and stuff like that somewhere. We'll think about that. But any suggestions would be most appreciated. Space complex. I really like the idea of doing the space complex here, and we could do some other sciencey stuff, so it's not just the space station per se. But that's a bad spot for observatory. Observatory should be somewhere up on the mountainside, or even over here, maybe. Oh, we're gonna have the industry there, aren't we? Aren't we? Okay. Complex? I feel like, wait, complex. I didn't spell that right. I don't care. What else? Trailer park, I think, would be kind of good to have somewhere in the backcountry here. You know? Let's just tentatively, and not saying it's going to go here, because this is actually, like, really freaking nice waterfront. Well, because it's looking at the industry, so it's devalued a bit, but somewhere in here. Let's put it like right up against these rocks or something. Yeah. Trailer Park Boys. TPB. Sports complex. It's got to be somewhere somewhat near the city. Actually, you know what? This area up here might be pretty solid. Coming in the city, so it's still fairly accessible, but it's not in the city. It's got some nice space, so we could have a couple stadiums, or one stadium and a couple smaller fields or something like that. Kind of like that. I kind of like that. University. We'll have some small like baseball diamonds, a smaller like a little football stadium, college football, something there. But this is like, this is where the big boys play. Yeah. Somewhere around here. I am gonna be fixing, by the way, I think I already mentioned it, but all this shit. This road is gonna get a major overhaul. This highway, I'm gonna be moving it throughout the cities. I'm gonna be, you know, bringing it down here, bringing it down there, wherever the heck else I need to go. So that's gonna take some time to plan that out a little bit, though. So, cut me a little slack, if you will. Sporks Complex. No, it doesn't need the E on the end, does it? I don't know. Sharp Park, Financial District, Pub District, University Campus. We already know where that is. I'm not even gonna label it. Gardens. Boom. Waterfall. Boardwalk. Observatory. There's gonna be more stuff. But, oh, airport. I do think I like having the air. Actually, yeah, this is a pretty decent area for airport, which means I probably will want to get rid of the shit water. I don't want people coming into my city and be like, "Ah, look at that shit water. I'm so excited to be here." It's like athletes going to Brazil. Hey-o. You know, because of the dirty water that they've got that athletes might need to compete in the 2016 Olympics. That has caused people to get sick, so it's actually not a laughing matter. This will be our main airport. We might have some smaller municipal airports, but this is definitely like the airport. There you go. I'm sure I've forgotten some stuff that I've already been talking about, but it's just kind of nice to label some of these zones so long term we have kind of a reminder and a guide of where we're going to be putting these stuff. We still need to work a whole heck of a lot on the city itself, but it'll be nice where we can kind of work on these little side projects and stuff and play around with some of the custom assets and all that. So I'm really excited to kind of delve into those a little more. Better late than never, I suppose. Yeah. That's... We'll do... I'm not gonna label this now. I mean... Some of these... Yeah, and we could do kind of like mini cities in some of these areas. Maybe I won't do mining here. Maybe I'll make a nice, weird kind of terraced city. You know, it could be a little more exotic and stuff like that. That could be, like, that's actually a really decent area for that, come to think of it. Like, we can do more city here, like, around here. I think that's where it's gonna go, because, like, I can expand in here. I can come out this way a little bit. I don't want to get development too close to some of these, like, industrial uses. But, like, if the edge of this is gonna be farmland, then you know, I can build up around here and down here. We can have city over here as well, obviously, but at a certain point, I'm going to want to build a proper campus, and I feel like that's going to take up a large chunk of this this here. But yeah, we could build a decent amount of city over here, like of the city proper, and then we can have a nice, like, kind of sister city or something, the terrace city, or like a suburb kind of. I mean, there will be maybe some high densities on the waterfront and stuff like that, but that might be neat. And then, of course, farmlands and trailer park and all that. And this area, honestly, I just like its natural beauty. I don't want to tarnish it too much, but definitely the military base over here. And then I just might leave the rest, because, again, we can only have a city so large. Like, population of around 200,000. So I don't want to push it too much. I'd rather, again, focus on quality. I think that'd be pretty cool. And then, yeah, the two cities. Oh, baby. Okay. A bit of an unconventional episode, I'm sure. But I think it's going to be very beneficial to us for future episodes. I think... was this up the whole time? My book was blocking that corner of the screen, so I apologize. Because that would bother the heck out of me. I'm going to draw the line in the sand right here in terms... Like, the line is the end of the episode. It's drawn. It is drawn. So actually, this episode was longer than it was supposed to be. I mean, I tried to keep it around an hour. I think I went a bit over. But once I started talking about this stuff, I didn't want to stop. I didn't want to split it up into 2 episodes. So this is good. Again, this is going to allow us to have more compact episodes in the future. And you know, really get down to kind of more nitty-gritty details. One of the things, and hopefully there are people still listening, but one of the things that I'd like to bounce off you is the possible idea. I'm not sure if I even want to do it or will do it kind of thing, but possibly, because you know how I've been doing, let's go back to our city, how I've been doing some, like, building off screen, explaining what I've done, da-da-da-da-da. Like, I still intend to do that to some extent, but some of it, what I might do is, like, if I'm playing for 3 hours, just kind of painstakingly trying to get roads in the right place and all that stuff, nothing substantial that is not going to have commentary. What do you guys think about me doing a, kind of like a fast forward through those building sessions? So 3 hours instead becomes 30 minutes or 20, you know, whatever it's shrunken down to. Maybe it's... I'm only building for an hour and double speed, so it's a half hour. You know, kind of stuff like that. So at least you get to see how I'm doing it without me having to worry about stopping and focusing on commentary at the same time. And then after, I can stop the fast forward and then go normal speed and then explain what you just saw in case you had any questions and stuff like that, and see it kind of, you know, working in real time. Let me know in the comments, please, if you're still around, and what you think of that idea. I think that might be kind of like best of both worlds. But I'll leave that in your court for now. I'll just continue as is. Are there lights anywhere around here that are slowing these guys down? Or are they just getting cut off? It only takes one of these guys. Only takes one of them. Yeah. I've got ideas for how I can solve this. But we'll see. Also, it's really shameful that this guy got set on fire when the goddamn fire station's right there. It's not that crazy of traffic. It's a little disappointing. Few abandons. It's going on right here. Oh, you can see what I was talking about earlier, though, quickly. Not enough raw materials, and it's bad for these guys. Like, I don't know why you're not getting them, and that sucks. But your neighbors are getting them, so I don't know. Oopsies, abandoned. I know it's abandoned. Let me leave. Let me get away. It's abandoned. It's scary. I meant to do that. Anyways, I still like this area a whole heck of a lot. It's not perfect. You know, it's like my child. Nobody's kid is perfect, man. Don't lie to yourself. But they're your child, and they're awesome, and you should love them. Unless they killed a nun, then we got bigger problems. I mean, then we gotta get them help. We gotta get them help. Anyways, that's gonna do it for this weird episode. Hopefully you still enjoyed it. And next episode is gonna be kind of more building and stuff. Maybe I'll start focusing on one of those special little areas, since I've decided to. Well, I bought all the tiles and stuff. We're not limited anymore. I didn't get around to that dam, the second dam that I was talking about, but I think that might be kind of the first thing we start to take care of in the next episode. So until then, I hope you have a great day, evening, night, all that good stuff, and I'll see you in the next episode. Peace out.